this is Wendy with Cannin, Plannin. I'm excited to be hopping in to share with you guys today some social media ideas. Let me give you a little bit about who I am. Again, this is Wendy, obviously. I'm with Cannin, Plannin, you guys, and my plot and purpose is to help mompreneurs, direct sellers, small business owners, anybody that has to do network marketing or something like that, to be able to take back control of your 24 hours by helping you build goals, develop habits, and manage your task list so that you can make the most of those 24 hours. Today and throughout the month of April, we're going to be talking about social media and how you can get some planning going with some social media ideas, as well as using a paper planner for that purpose. And today I'm going to be using the ever popular name, social media. This is a social media insert from Tool 12. We're going to dive into it. I'm going to give you guys a couple of different ways that you can utilize this insert. And then I'm also going to share with you, we're going to walk through the first week and how you would actually set up using this for your social media. So let's take a look. Again, this is a social media insert. This is the extra large version from Tool 12. When you get your insert, it looks like this. Depending on how you use it, it can be a quarterly insert or it could be a yearly insert, completely up to you and how you make this work and what you need it to work for. Do you need it to work for one channel over the course of many months, or do you need it to work for multiple channels over the course of many weeks? And I'm going to show you kind of what that entails, but let's take a look at what's actually in the insert. So across the top, you're going to see that it's got the days of the week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all the way to Sunday. And then it's going to give you several different boxes that you can use along with some circles. Now, our previous social media insert used to have the icons for the social media. So it had like Facebook or Twitter or all of those kinds of things, Pinterest and those kinds of things in it. We have asked that it be changed to just some open circles, which is fantastic. We do have the social media circles that you can grab from our website as well if you want to make it so that you can track that a little bit easier. But I'm going to show you guys how you can use this specifically for tracking and doing some habits. So I'm going to start first by showing you a monthly layout. Now, I have gone ahead and altered this insert to show you guys how you can use it for a monthly if you are just tracking one particular channel. So maybe you are creating your VIP group. This, I used some washi tape and sticker sheets to actually create this. This is our new sticker sheet that just released in April. It's called Mixed Media Vibes. The washi tape is from there as well. But I went ahead and added the dates across the top, so make it look like a calendar. All right, so you can utilize that. But there's also lots of extra space. You can write a to-do list down the side. You can write a to-do list here. Reminders, maybe you send out emails to your customers. Important. Maybe you want to be reminded of days that you have live videos that you want to do. Lots of extra space for you to write in notes, ideas for content you want to do in the future, etc. Let me kind of show you how you can utilize this particular one for a single channel that you might be using. So let's say we're going to take my VIP group, the VI planners, Cannin Plannin VI planners, and I'm going to show you kind of how I would put together this content. So I would start with my first post for the day. I could do 1 or 2 posts in here. I actually have a couple ideas that I'm doing. So a weekly plan, doing my Hello April. Then maybe tomorrow is National Peanut Butter and Jelly Day. If you guys didn't know that, tomorrow is National Peanut Butter and Jelly Day. Maybe I have a post that I want to do for that. And I'm going to be doing a live in my VIP group tomorrow. We're talking about weekly inserts over there. So I'm going to go ahead and write that. On Wednesday, we are doing a weekly setup video. So I'm going to go ahead and write that on there. Maybe the second thing that I'm going to be doing is some kind of engagement post, whatever that looks like. On Thursday, I'm going to do, a multiple choice. That sounds fun. So let's do multiple choice. And I also want to make sure that I add in a selfie. Now, if you are actually in my VIP group, you get to watch this happen because this is my actual content plan for there. Friday, I'm going to share a tip that is related to weekly planning, and I might also have a testimonial that I want to throw in there as well. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Saturday, I'm going to tell a weekly story. What is the story I'm going to tell? You have to be in my VI planners if you want to know. And I'm going to do a color block post. And then Sunday, I'm going to go over here and I'm going to say, oh, I'm going to go ahead and add another selfie in here. On Sunday, it is a slow down selfie. And then I have a purposeful graphic I want to share here as well. Okay. So this is what my actual content is going to look like in my VIP group. I would go through and fill out the rest of the content throughout the day. You can use highlighters to highlight them once you've posted them or once you've scheduled them, which would just be a fun way for you to be able to engage and learn new things with your community on how to actually do the things, right? So that you can share with your community. So this is one way that you can do that. Again, one channel significantly for that purpose and planning out all of the content. What if you have multiple channels? I myself do have multiple channels. So I've showed a couple of different ways that you could do this. If you have more than 3, 4, 5 channels, then you can utilize this for the whole month. I've shown how you can break this up into 2 separate weeks. Maybe you just have 3 channels. Maybe you have a VIP group, a business page, and you're on Instagram. Fantastic. You can use these 3. Just gone ahead and separated it with a piece of washi tape. I did use some dot stickers to color this in. Color coding is fantastic with your social media, especially if you are doing multiple channels. It's an easy way to remind yourself where you are and what you have to do. You can also use this with markers. So I just used these dot markers. These are dual tip dot pens from Hoohoo, and they are dot tip on one end, and then they are a finer tip on the other. So these are fantastic thing that you can use in your planner. They fit great in those little circles, but you can do more than one channel on one page. If you have lots of channels, you can use it that way. So let me show you a plan that I put together. This was from last year, but you can see again, the color coding. I use pencil for mine. This was my VIP group. This was business page. This was Instagram. This was content planning for my team. Then I had holidays across the top here, or across this line right here. And then down at the bottom, I put some things that I needed to remember, emails that I had to go out, things that I had scheduled in my content that I needed to make sure that I had time for, that I had made a plan for. So you can use it for multiple schedules like that. I'm going to share with you guys how I would use this for 3 different channels. So let me go ahead and do that. We already did VI Planner, so I'm going to do that one really quickly so you can see kind of how we're going to use that. And then I'm just going to do one thing in here. So we have hello, April, and then live at noon. And then Wednesday, I wanted to do a setup video. On Thursday, I was going to do multiple choice. And we're going to share a tip. Saturday is color block post. And Sunday was a purposeful graphic. All right. So let's say that was my content for my VIP group. Then I needed to be able to schedule for my business page. So let's make red my business page. You are watching the live right now, friends. So I'm doing a live here. Tomorrow I have a color block post coming at you with a tip. I'm going to do a meme. Oh, that's going to be a whole lot of fun. On Thursday, we're going to do a selfie because why not? Friday, I have engagement post. Then maybe we're going to do a quick promotion, whatever that happens to be. And then I'm going to do a meme here. Again, meme or GIF. Let's say that. Okay. So that's planning that I would do for my business page. Now, what if I have something that I don't necessarily need to plan, but I want to remember certain things? So my membership group, I don't actually need a plan there because we do the same things every week, but I like to do reminder posts. So on Monday, I'm going to do a reminder post for content planning, which we do every week. Okay. Tuesday, I don't need to remind myself anything, but Wednesday, we are reading Finish. That is our book club book for the quarter. And so we are going to be reading chapter 4, and I need to do a reminder for Wham. Ooh. So that needs to be for that day. Don't necessarily need to plan anything for it, but I need to remember to do the reminder. Over here, I'm going to be doing our wrapping up email. This happens every week. And then on Sunday, I'm going to do our weekly plan reminder. Now, I didn't need to do any content planning because I knew what that was going to be, but I wanted to make sure that I wrote these down so that I would be able to do the reminders for them very quickly. So you can kind of see how the flow of that goes. When this gets finished, I can just scratch them off. Again, you can use a highlighter. If you leave them blank, you can use the dot to color it in once you have it scheduled. Great way for you to be able to remind yourself on a daily basis the things that you have going on with your content plan. Now, some of you might be like, but Wendy, I use apps like Airtable and I use apps like Canva. Friends, I use Canva too. I do all of my graphic planning in Canva. I like to keep notes of all of the things that I plan, but I like to have a nice structured layout every single week so that I can kind of pencil in some ideas and get the juices flowing. Thinking on paper is a great way for you to be able to get those ideas going and generated. And sometimes we get stuck looking at a screen all day. It hurts our eyes. We might get distracted easily by notifications that pop up. And so for me, content planning on paper is the best way to go. I do use a pencil when I'm content planning, and the reason for that is because I like to change things around. I did not do it in pencil for you guys to see this time because I wanted you guys to actually see it on the video, but I do all of my content planning with a pencil. I write my ideas down so that I can track them, and then I have that flexibility to erase and move things around if something pops up with our content from our company that I want to share, or a promotion that I want to share. I have the availability of being able to do that with a quick erase, moving things around, including lines. What I also love about this insert and being able to use this structure is that there's always a place for you to be able to write notes. There's some great structure in being able to write out some ideas, maybe that you hear in a training. Maybe you are in a group setting and you have there's some conversations happening and they're talking about something they want to do with their content. This is a great way for you to write notes. It doesn't necessarily mean that you need to go change your whole content plan, but it gives you some ideas for you to be able to look back at later and say, oh my gosh, so-and-so talked about this kind of content that they're running this week. I think that would work really well with my customer group. This is also a great place for you to write out your theme ideas for the week. If you like to spotlight a certain insert. So some ideas that I like to do here is I will write like VI planner. My theme is weekly layouts. And so on here, what weekly layouts or what inserts am I going to be featuring? So like right now, I'm using the Brain Dump Weekly. That will probably be the first insert that we talk about. And so I like to write those down. If I'm going to be introducing other products, write down a list of those products as well so that you remember what you were talking about. It's a great way to also think about blog posts. If you have a blog post that you're going to be writing, maybe some ideas that you can generate using that, as well as YouTube videos. So if you are in YouTube, you can use this as a place for you to generate ideas for that as well. Some other things that you might use it for are reels or stories. You can do all kinds of reels or story planning in this insert as well. Super versatile. You don't necessarily use it just for graphics or putting together your content plan. That way you can write a list of music that you want to use for reels or TikTok. You can maybe write a list of blog articles that you want, titles that you want to put together, or maybe YouTube videos that you're thinking of that match the content that you are planning with. So lots of fun in this social media insert. We are going to be covering several other social media ideas over the course of the month, so stay tuned for that. Thanks so much for joining me, and if you found this information helpful, please feel free to share it out. Have a fantastic Monday. See you.